That was incredibly well done. I want you to picture in your mind, because I don't have a PowerPoint to show you, I'm in a sales organization that is 75 years in business. And we're one of the best kept secrets in the health benefits world, primarily because our role is to get out in front of you. I call what I'm going to be doing in 2019 teaching people to fly. I've set the launch pad and I'm lining up my team, and because I've got to show them how to do that kind of stuff, well, they're still doing that. I've got to be the role model. So I call my business plan for 2019, Teaching to Fly. I have 4 members on my team, all of whom have anywhere from 0 to 6 months experience in the business. I have the most experience in the business, and this is the first time for me as in the leadership role, and I feel like I found a place that I want to be. I have a mission statement, and it sums up like this: to provide and nurture an environment that leads to team success, develops each individual's skills as a specialist in our business, and helping each individual succeed and earn the income and the life that they deserve. Pure and simple. In any sales organization, it always starts out with revenue goals, because that we are a sales organization. We have approximately 4% of the market share in the state of Texas. Kind of odd. Our nearest competitor has 8%. That's our foul brethren, as we refer to our nearest competitor. So there's a lot of opportunity. I won't get into specific numbers because that's not relevant for this group, but I will tell you that last year, my first quarter as a leader, I came in at plus 246% of my sales goal. I was in that group that the national leadership decided, hey, look at that, wow. I wasn't at the top, but I was smack dab in that upper quadrant. And that's where I want to take this team. That's where this team can go. And that's because it's all about the team. The first goal that is identified in my role is I've got to build the team. Colonial has a vision. They see me with 10 people in my team. I have 4. They see me, Colonial sees me as having a lieutenant over here and a lieutenant over here. I don't have one right now, because I, as one person, cannot be out there with each individual. If I'm truly going to get to 10, what I'm really talking about and what I have identified to this group is what I call my 10 plus 2. 10 people on my team can be licensed, can be unlicensed, but they're all going to feed in, and then the plus 2. The plus 2 are my lieutenants. And I have a plan, which I'll share later, on how to develop them into the place that I can go here and say, your group is doing X, your group is also doing X, we're on the same path. We are getting onto this runway, we're getting closer here, and we're starting to rev up our engine, but we're not yet. For team development, that's another segment of what I'm expected to have, and that is, for me, sums up into 2 words: professional mastery. everything revolves, every piece of success you're going to have revolves around your professional mastery of our business. Reaching out to prospective clients, partnering with the broker community, who are a different segment of our business, but are very much partners we want to have. And then lastly, being that professional that your clients can appreciate and know that they don't have to worry about Max going to be around. Is he, what, I haven't heard from Max, you know, why haven't I heard from Bob? They're not going to have that in the back of their heads. They're going to have, looking forward to hearing from Max, because last quarter he gave me some really great tools, and it didn't cost me anything, and guess what? It helped me with my retention of my employees and gave me some ideas on what to do next. That's the professional mastery, and it's going to take the form of some online courses, because that's the material. Some show coaching. For those of you that don't know what show coaching is, if I am expecting you to call on the phone and talk to a prospective client, I'm going to sit here with Rhonda. I'm going to have Rhonda make a call, then I'm going to make a call, then she's going to make a call, then I'm going to make a call. And we're going to do that because now she can hear me fumble, because I'm going to fumble, but she's going to hear me get it. And it's going to be okay for Rhonda to fumble, because I'm not the font of all wisdom. However, by showing and coaching, that's going to get you to professional mastery. A key part of the team environment is the team dynamics. When I'm talking about team dynamics, I'm talking about three things: connections within the organization, the culture of the team, which is very distinct, and I want to pass out an aura of achievement. I'm not going to demand, in fact, I won't even say the words aura of achievement. We're going to model it. Mm. And each individual on my team, as I coach, will start to develop that entire aura of achievement. They won't know what it is. They'll just know that we're getting there. Boy, that feels good. Because it goes back to my mission. What's my mission? Set the environment so that they can succeed and earn the kind of living that they deserve. Pure and simple. There are talent gaps. I will be perfectly straight with you. There are talent gaps right now. Talent gaps in myself, because after 25 years of being an individual producer, only responsible for myself, and there's some, I'll call it some comfort in that, because the only person you're hard with is yourself. Can you imagine that? Think about how hard you can be on yourself if you're not getting it, if you're not there. I am addressing the gap of how do I take this group and lead them all in the same direction, kind of the same direction. My focus is going to be not on pushing you up the runway, but I want to lead you along, staying within the lights, so that you can take off. It's a learning experience for me. I am reading management books and leadership books. I am taking part in Toastmasters, because Toastmasters provides the ability to learn how to be outside of yourself, learn how to lead learn how to communicate. Another obvious gaps are in my team. There are various skill sets from 0 to maybe 6 months. Now, I can't lump them all into one. That's pretty clear, right? What I'm going to need to develop in myself is how to effectively show, coach, show, coach, show, coach, show, coach, so that I bring each individual up to the level where they have professional mastery. And my next, what I call next leader campaign, because I need 10, but remember I said something about +2? I need those 2 leaders that'll come up from my organization. Now I have 4 people right now. I don't know which one of them is going to be that next leader, if there is one in there. I'm going to learn how to identify that leader. That's something that I am working in conjunction with my agency leadership, with the corporate leadership, and those are my talent gaps. Those are my team's talent gaps, and it's a work in progress. And again, for the purposes of this presentation, I'm giving you the high level. I will get into hard numbers at another time. I want to spend a little more time with self-development. I talked about mastery. There are 2 different kinds of mastery. One is just plain out master, right? But then there's shareable mastery. How do I get that mastery in myself so that I can share it, and so that Tammy can then share it with the next person, the next person, the next person? That's a piece of the mastery that I have to model. That's part of what I'm communicating here. I need to model coachability, again, self-development. I need to show and demonstrate coachability so that I can expect Tammy to be coachable, because she sees that I am coachable. Everything is about helping pull and lead people in that right direction rather than pushing them in that right direction. Because I have 2 sons and I have 2 dogs. Pushing has never worked for either one. This shows us, this will demonstrate the whole, what I call aura of achievement. I want achievement to be the key that's in everybody's mind. How are we going to succeed? Very next to the last is to identify and take advantage of opportunities in the market. Remember I said that we have 4% of the market share. Our nearest fellow competitor has about 8%, and this is a growing market. Our sweet spot here at Colonial is 10 to 100 lives in the company. Now, we haven't been very good at going after that specific group. We've been kind of all over the map, and that's something that we're going to focus on this year. We're going to focus on identifying those segments. Maybe it'll be dental offices 1-2 weeks, then it might be medical offices another time, it might be manufacturers, wholesale distributors. It'll be different elements, and we'll manage that. I will manage that. Actually, my goal is to have the team manage it so that they don't realize what they're doing. They just, oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, let's go for it. That kind of worked for my sons. Still doesn't work for my dogs. Then we have broker partnerships. That's a very unique part of our business. In our business, there are the individual agents like myself and like our organization. We work in a specific segment, which is voluntary and discretionary benefits. We partner with a broker who then handles the major medical, dental, everything that makes the core benefits what they are, core benefits. The partnership that some of our competitors have is just outstanding. And in order to make this, to drive this home for my team, guess what? I have to figure out how to model it, right? I have modeled it, and this is something that my team is seeing now. In the last 3 days before Christmas of 2013, I've had broker partners come to me and want to set up enrollments at a little account, and I was able to, with the help of our organization, which is we are part of the growth team organization, very different in the Colonial world, it's very different in our competitors' world. We were able to enroll 100 people in each different group in the last 2 days before we left for Christmas break. And believe me, I spent a lot of hours there, and it's something that my goal is I've set up a program so that my agents can start feeding into that. That's the broker partnership part of our business. Public sector, we don't work much with the public sector. I've identified some key areas, partnered with my corporate leadership. That will be Q1, and we're going to push into that. Existing clients, if you're in any kind of sales organization, you know how hard it is to find new clients, right? Very hard to find new clients. While at the same time, all of my existing clients are over here. The goal for 2019 is to leverage our existing client, take care of them, make them realize that there's no reason to look anywhere else, because guess what, we're getting some great ideas. Doesn't always cost us anything, doesn't always seem to benefit Matt, but you know, I get something. It's developing these people to leverage the relationship. Very last thing is building up the recruiting bench. In our organization, recruiting is very key to what we do. However, it's also the part that we don't like doing. Just don't like doing it. However, every time I go through a Taco Bell drive-thru, which don't tell my wife about that because I'm not supposed to do that, I ask them, if somebody gives me great service, I'll say, have you ever thought about looking at another career? And the conversation goes there, I give them my card. It's developing that into every one of my team members. But I want to, at this point, I want to sum this up. To succeed in 2019, I need to work on myself. I need to help my team work on themselves. I need to not push, but learn how to pull, because guess what? We're still at the runway, and the lights are going. Now they're flashing, and we're ready to take off. And they're going to go from a slow run to a fast run, and they're going to fly. They're going to get the life and earn the life that they deserve, and to have fun. I'm developing, I feel like if I sum it up, I'm developing the skills and the confidence in others and myself to learn to walk, run, and then fly. This is my plan for 2019. I look forward to hearing the feedback from the leadership team and sharing the numbers as we go into the next segment of this planning presentation. I will be doing this presentation live 2 more times before my company, my peers. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Max. Beautifully done.